You are all aware of the fantastic news, I'm sure. Destructiveness has lost out to constructiveness. Goodness has won the battle against its adversary. And one particular person, whose actions have led many of us to think of her as being of enormous odium and odiousness, is not someone we are going to be forced to abide by being around. As you are all aware, Meghan is making this about how she has to stay at home with Archie. You all know that Archie couldn't possibly survive without a formal birthday celebration. Okay, let me let you in on a little secret. Harry and Meghan made many attempts to bargain with the palace, and their requests were categorically turned down. They made outrageous requests. For instance, since Archie is George's equal, they wanted him to play the same role. Additionally, Meghan and Harry are clearly aware that nobody wishes to meet or speak with them. Stockholm Harry may be given some leeway, but Symbionese Meghan is not given a single leeway. Her status as persona non grata has been made crystal plain by the British royal family. Yes, she would have received courteous treatment. The setting would not have been in line with the order of succession, but rather with her non-working condition, because they were going to be proved to be of no significance 3 times in a row. Meghan was going to have a significant issue. According to Lady C's understanding, Harry's family believes that Meghan has led him astray. Yes, he has some blame, but none of this would have occurred without her. She is the one who designed the entire scheme. They have made it quite apparent that they have no dealings with her. She believes that because her toes are unsightly, they must suck. They won't suck her ugly toes at least. Harry's trip is acceptable, in Lady C's opinion, since it benefits the British people and those who support the monarchy. This is the best day of Harry's life, since he is the king's son. All of Meghan's skills will be preserved in California. Lady C claims that she would have been at the coronation prancing about with her Joan Collins walk if it weren't for everyone expressing their unhappiness at Meghan's behavior. Was Kensington Palace indeed compromised? Funny how Moonbump Meggs was the lone victim of a hack. Why was the birth announcement, which included the signatures of medical experts who were there when she gave birth, so different? Physicians X and Y delivered the newborn boy or girl safely, followed by the physician's signatures, according to standard royal birth announcements. All of this didn't happen. The announcement stated that the Duchess of Sussex had delivered a boy safely and that the palace had been notified. If you value language, you will recognize what a significant and profound change this is. So, if you read the palace's proclamation, it is evident that they are just vouching for the information that has been given to them. Does this have the odor of a cover-up? Lady C believes this stinks quite strongly, but she does not believe that this is the appropriate moment to go further at this time. The Kensington Palace website has been hacked how many times? According to Lady C, only once, as far as she is aware. It is important to look into the alleged hack. I don't think Kensington Palace was compromised. I believe that someone posted the truth. The succession line has been altered, thus this warrants investigation. Lady C acknowledges that she first became aware of this problem as a result of the general public's interest in it. This news hasn't been hidden, thanks to the public's common sense. As you are aware, Harry and Meghan wish to silence this news as well as all forms of free expression. I do not see anything wrong with using a surrogate to have a kid. Lady C concurs that it is okay to have a kid through surrogacy. Lady C makes no claims that Archie was delivered through a surrogate. The query relates to the Kensington Palace reports that Archie was a surrogate baby. Any royal or aristocratic kid delivered via a surrogate who could not be adopted is not recognized as a genuine child. Even though the father is the biological father and the kid is born, he cannot adopt his own child. As a result, the child is illegitimate. Those who are adopted are eligible for courtesy titles, but not those who are born illegally. How many times have pronouncements made by Kensington Palace been incorrect? Lady C claims she will not look into this, but she has no idea. I don't think Kensington Palace was compromised. I think a Kensington Palace employee wanted the fact that Meghan used a surrogate to be revealed. Lady C claims to have read this remark out loud and would not be shocked if it were to occur. Keep in mind that Meghan had been mistreating the personnel. Thus, following the visit from Liverpool on January 16th, there was a discussion among the staff. The palace was contacted for more information, although it seems that the palace did not think this could be real. Lady C speculates that a large portion of the staff did. It was most likely a posting intended to exact retribution. Why didn't the Queen look into Meghan more thoroughly? Why did she give titles so easily? It appears that she did not give this much thought. The family is being burdened by this serious error. This comment is not out of place, according to Lady C. To be fair to the Queen, nobody could have predicted that Meghan would act in the manner she did. Meghan's level of a strategic thinking, cold-bloodedness, and resourcefulness surprised no one. The Queen was unaware that Harry would abuse the dukedom after receiving it from her. The Queen never thought they would forego their legal responsibilities. The Queen and Prince Philip anticipated that Meghan would work for the firm. The Queen and Prince Philip were astounded when they learned of her business dealings. Additionally, if Harry had not been granted the dukedom, they would have been charged with racism. Lady C believes the Queen acted appropriately at the time, nevertheless. I believe the Queen was aware of Meghan's intentions right away. No, the Queen and then Prince Charles first took a liking to her. She was always disliked by Philip, who had her from the beginning. This only persisted for a little while. The Queen was immediately inundated with grievances about Meghan's behavior. Even then, Megxit was not in her mind. Then they found out that she had been making arrangements all along, proving that Meghan entered into her marriage with the expectation that she would divorce. Why did the Queen approve of Harry and Meghan's marriage when she knew what Meghan was about from the beginning? According to Lady C, Harry could have wed Meghan with or without the approval of Parliament. According to Lady C, Harry warned the Queen that if she disagreed, she would face accusations of racism. Where might one find Meghan-like royal women, not multiracial? Where else could you find a royal lady who was as vile as Meghan? The only reason she is frequently compared to Wallis Simpson is that they are both divorced Americans. Yes, says Lady C, Boleyn Anne. Henry VIII's daughter Mary was to have Anne Boleyn's head chopped off. Anne Boleyn was a cunning, and power-crazed woman who was also cultured and brilliant. Because she was a Protestant, she had certain principles. She was a drama queen all the time. She behaved badly when she and Henry VIII were in Congress together. She miscarried a son and enraged both Thomas Cromwell and the king at the same time. The king eventually lost patience with Anne Boleyn and sought solace in Jane Seymour, one of Anne's ladies-in-waiting. To be with Jane, Henry VIII hurried up events. He ordered Anne Boleyn's trial, conviction, and execution. After that, he wed Jane Seymour. Lady C accuses Meghan of being evil, yet she is the one who was most hurt by her own discoveries. The Spare claimed that Lady C was his grandmother's favorite granddaughter, and the one person she could confide in. Do you believe the king is aware that the Queen cleaned the room for bugs before entering it? Lady C makes drug-related motions before declaring that Harry consumes excessive amounts of psychedelics. According to Lady C, Queen Elizabeth II tried all in her power to keep Harry at a distance since she didn't trust him. The Queen had a good motive for searching for bugs since she wanted to be cautious. This further illustrates that Harry did not act in the manner in which they had anticipated. They already knew they could hardly be trusted before Oprah, Spare, and Netflix. Lady C affirms that MI6 would keep an eye on them at all times when the Queen was around. What do you think about Lady C's revelations about Meghan's story? Let us know your thoughts below in the comments section. We hope you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.